10.
Hello, I'm Pam Hoffman, Everyday Spacer.
I'm Jeff Miller, 2049 Outfitters.
That's not what that says.
Oh, no. Yeah. Jeff Miller, CME Computer and IT Solutions. As of April.
At Everyday Spacer, we show regular folks how to personally and directly participate in space exploration, science, and astronomy. We're here on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Pacific Time, 12 midnight Eastern Time, and 12 noon on Saturday in Hong Kong. We're broadcasting live from Thousand Oaks, California. Thank you so much for being here. Comments?
Yep. Hi, Janie.
Hey, Janie. Welcome. We're so glad you're here.
Some cybersecurity and some not so cybersecurity news.
Okay.
First off, anyone who uses Oracle, update it because they fix some flaws.
Hey, Dawn.
Hey, Don.
Welcome. So glad you're here.
Also, Windows Server. Again, probably not a lot of the viewers here use Windows Server, but if you do, there's a flaw in almost all versions of Windows Server. So update them all. The flaw is actually in the update system that allows attackers to basically load malicious software as if it was an update.
So how do you...
And so basically, once you update it, it will remove that flaw.
Okay. I see.
So basically, if you use Windows Server, just about any version, the list is long enough that don't worry about it, just update.
That's good advice all the time, it sounds like.
Yep.
You did this one?
Not yet.
Sorry.
Also, Windows 11 25H2 is out. It's the latest version of Windows 11.
That's a funny naming system, 25H2.
Well, because here it was supposed to have a version, 2 versions a year. So there was there would have been a 21H1, then 21H2, then 22H1, 21.
It's not how they usually do things, though, is it?
No, but this is how they're doing it. It's still Windows 11, but it's different builds of it.
Yeah, it used to be like Windows 11 version 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Right, yeah. But so they decided to tie it to the year and which half of the year. H1, H2 means first half or second half. Well, they ended up dumping H1 and just made one, in the middle of the second half. So it's actually 25H, basically 3/4.
Oh.
So it's 3/4 of the year through. But that's just their naming convention. So if you go into search and type WinVer, it'll tell you the version you have, and it'll tell you that part of it too. Not really a big deal. In fact, this new version doesn't have a lot that will affect most of you. As techies, it's a pain in the rear because it makes it much harder to set up a computer without a Microsoft account, which means that it makes it much harder to set up a computer that Microsoft doesn't have access to all of your data. It's still doable, but it's showing that probably when Windows 11 comes out, they will remove that ability completely. Also,
wait, isn't Windows 11 already out?
No, Windows 12. I'm sorry,
Windows 12. Okay,
Windows 12.
So it's like a trilogy. There's 5 of them.
Yeah, basically Windows 12, from what I've seen so far, will basically force you to have a Microsoft account and force you to only install Microsoft, software that has paid Microsoft to be approved. So when Microsoft is trying to become Apple, that's what that's showing me.
Okay, they've trained us to not be interested in that for a long time.
Yeah, and they're just sneaking this stuff in a little bit at a time, because most of the stuff isn't seen by the average user. Some of the techie tools are more hidden now, harder to get to, etc. And that's also I've got a Zoom basically cybersecurity events Q&A November 19th at noon in Pacific time. Yep. And so it'll go for up to an hour. or if people keep asking questions, maybe longer.
I thought you had a 1 o'clock. That might not work out.
I do. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But in any case, it'll go for an hour, and I'll be able to share some stuff about how to protect yourself from cyber scams, any events that are notable, like if something like the Windows Server update comes up, I will talk about that. By then, you best have already have updated it, but I might mention it.
And if you're not already on the list, there's the email address, jeff@cmeIT.com.
And ask for an invite, because we won't just spam it out to people. If you ask for an invite, we'll send you the invite. And so tonight's episode is about the 3i Atlas Comet. We'll be back in 8.3 seconds.
If I push the button,
Yes,
there it is.
Okay, there's a link to that book in the description. If you want a signed copy of the book, right there.
PamEverydaySpacer.com.
Yep, right there for details.
Back and forth today.
Okay, so 3i Atlas, naturally occurring or manufactured. This extrasolar system object has been making waves lately for good reason. There are definitely some unusual things about this wandering rock or alien spacecraft. This week we'll delve into 3i Atlas Comet, the 3i Atlas Comet. And hey, Sally.
Hey, Sally. Welcome. You haven't missed anything at all yet.
Well, except for some cybersecurity stuff, so you might want to catch that on the replay.
Mostly it's updates, like usual.
So, Pam, is it a rock or an alien invader?
Well, if you look at the Facebook graphics, you'd think we were being invaded. Let me go ahead and share that. And I'm going to go through. This is just amazing to me. I mean, read this. New leaked image of 3i Atlas. I keep seeing 31. Bro, I'm so sure it's a spaceship because that thing is not a comet. We really might be visited by aliens soon.
Well, and that's not 3i either. Because we don't have any.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, we don't have any shots that are that close to it.
And some it looks like a spark plug.
Yeah.
And maybe it is. I don't think it looks like a spark plug, but anyway.
No, I've seen spark plugs before.
And I mean, it just keeps going. It just stopped moving. It's an astonishing turn of events. Scientists are grappling with a cosmic mystery as Comet 3i Atlas, once a blazing beacon racing through our solar system, has inexplicably reduced its speed by over 300%. Well, maybe.
No,
it didn't really change that much, I don't think. But
maybe 0.003%. And they throw his picture on stuff a lot.
Well, that's not even him. It's like is this AI or does
No, that's just a still of him that they throw on it to give themselves some credibility.
Yeah, I mean, nothing in here.
That's not even the comet right there.
And he's not with NASA.
Yeah.
This is Dr. Michio Kaku, unless it's an image of him. Anyway, so, but I kind of admire the creativity here. Countdown begins until alien invasion, November 2025. Well, yeah, we were watching some stuff, and it's going to be behind the sun. I don't know where, what did they say, 6 weeks? I don't know where they got 6 weeks.
Yeah. Well, basically, it's in December. I think mid to late
comes
December.
Out.
It'll come out from behind the sun. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I love this part. Harvard professor Avi Loeb, who recently suggested that a newly discovered object, the 3i Atlas Comet, might not be just an ordinary comet at all. Well, it probably isn't, but I don't think it's...
Well, this is a Harvard professor.
He's a Harvard. He's an astronomy professor at Harvard.
Right, but he is known for anything that they find. Well, it might be aliens. Basically, it's aliens until you prove it's not aliens. That's him.
Oh, I like what Daniel says.
Okay, so.
Hi, Daniel. Welcome. Glad you're here.
New name, Comet Bait. Yeah.
And I mean,
Comet Clickbait. Yeah.
I could keep going. I just pulled up a bunch that I could find quickly.
Okay, and this is actually um,
This is a picture of it. The
right.
European Space
However,
Agency, right?
it's not that it has no visible tail. It's that the imager that they used for that to get that close up orbited Mars and isn't light sensitive enough because the surface of Mars is much brighter than deep space.
Right.
So it didn't have the light gathering capability to see the tail.
Right. I was reading, and it's in orbit around Mars, right?
The imager, yeah,
This
the vehicle
craft that's taking this
that
image.
took that picture. Yeah, it's on a mission. Its mission is to image the surface of Mars. They just spun it around to snap this to see what they could see because it's the closest thing we have to it.
And potentially there's more data in there that they haven't quite processed yet. But yeah, first of all, this thing's around Mars. It's whipped around to look at something completely different in a completely different direction that's much, much more dim than Mars, the surface of Mars is from its vantage point in orbit. And while you can conjecture all kinds of stuff from that. So it's not the right tool for this particular job.
If it was the best chance of seeing anything unusual, and it didn't. It sees basically a big blob dot, which that's nice. I mean, it's not like doesn't have eagle wings or anything like that.
I do like this part though. They do talk about how it's still the universe still holds countless mysteries, and they're definitely
Right.
coming from a very unusual place. These are
Yep.
definitely something. Only the third object that we've taken record of that's come from outside of our particular solar system.
And there are some odd things about it, and that's good because it means that we don't know everything about what's out there.
Right, but if with 3 data points, we just can't say
Mhm.
what's for reals about this. So this is a bit of a video. Let's see. Do we want to hear? Let's run it real quick. See what we got.
Do we have the pictures? Here we are on the 3I Atlas, an interstellar craft object.
Oh, this guy.
Meteor.
I thought this was so interesting. This guy talking about this object.
Meteorite, whatever the hell you want to call it, is heading towards Earth. It's not going to stop here, but if it did, and it was aliens, then what?
I can't tell if he's serious or he's having some fun with it. But there's a lot of great stuff out there. And it's interesting because you definitely get a variety of perspectives on this. All right, so I want to tell you that the Everyday Spacer is sponsored by CME Computer and IT Solutions. Real quick, I'm going to go ahead with more, and this is the Harvard astrophysicist, Avi Loeb. And I don't think we played this whole thing, but it's definitely... and most people are very careful about saying what this might be.
He just wants headlines. He's just after headlines.
And that's not the worst thing in the world, but let's see. What does he say? I forget.
Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb has suggested that 3I Atlas is actually some type of alien technology.
The numbers just changed, and with them, the entire story of 3I Atlas. For months, astronomers assumed this interstellar visitor would only skim past the red planet.
Astronomers are continuing to track a newly spotted object, likely a comet, from outside our solar system. The interloper, named 3I Atlas, was first spotted on July 1st.
A spectacular but harmless flyby. But new calculations from Harvard's Avi Loeb's team and independent analysts inside NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory have revealed something extraordinary.
This is not a rock. And in that case, maybe it's targeting the inner solar system. We know that the trajectory is very well aligned with the planets.
3I Atlas's trajectory is not just precise, it's actively tightening and the speed is changing. And now, for the first time, the latest data show it could actually collide with Mars.
Yeah, they're talking about the latest data and the JPL, but you don't actually hear from people at JPL. It's kind of... I want to talk about something ultimately here, and that's triangulation. You want your information from a variety of sources. I don't know that Facebook is the best place to get information on this. Now, I don't know anything about this Astro Horizon, which is the source of this. And it kind of brings to mind how anything can be just jiggered to whatever you want to make it. It's great, it's fine, but I don't know that everybody should buy into it until we have some more information. This thing's pretty far away.
Yeah.
And it's been taken with some not great equipment, although I think there've been some other things too now that have started to give us a little more
Anton
data.
had some pretty good images from stuff.
But again, it sometimes it takes years for us to actually develop the information to process it properly, to understand just what we're seeing.
And to show you the science behind Avi Loeb, he said it's not a rock. How does he know? I mean, that's just it. He's a speculator, not a scientist.
What a beautiful image this is. I just love this. It's great because, people can sit there and say, well, we've seen this and this is what we think it is. I like that. That's great. But I'm going to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
So, this was the first one that we saw.
Which,
Umamu?
Yeah. In fact, it ended up not being a spindle. It ended up being more of a pancake that we were seeing edge on. Because as it moved, we saw that it was more disc shaped.
Oh, that's great. And again, we have more information. We've processed more of the data. We have we understand a little bit better.
So it's not a rocket ship. It wasn't a rocket ship. It was a flying saucer that happened to be a rock.
But it is there are some interesting things happening with it, apparently. Let's say, unusual patterns of light. If you read this, you might get the impression that, okay, and I'm willing to be open-minded if we, in fact, do come across something. Okay, that's cool. I just don't think this is it. Oh, hey, Naomi.
Hey, Naomi.
Welcome.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
whichever way it goes, it's
right.
like.
Yeah, and here's the thing: is that things from other solar systems might not have the exact same chemistry as our solar system. I mean, now we assumed. In fact, that's one of the things that they found out about 3I. You've got the Anton video up here somewhere.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah. So it's got chemicals in it that basically they can be produced here and they are produced here, just not in the same ratios that are found in this thing.
Right.
So, it's shows that there was a different process over there, which means that we've got more to learn.
Oh, we got another comment.
Oh, right underneath my cursor. By the way, Galactic Greg Allison has a great new YouTube video called Dark Fortress.
Oh.
His different take on the dark forest theory of non-human extraterrestrial intelligence.
Oh, interesting.
And for those who aren't familiar, dark forest is basically aliens get out there and then get real quiet because they're afraid that something will kill them if they make noise. Okay. Which is one of the answers to to the Fermi paradox of why if there's this big of a chance of if there's an equation for the chance of aliens being out there, why haven't we heard them? So
okay. So right here it says, however, scientists remain cautious, emphasizing the need for more data before drawing conclusions. Yay. And that's how science works. We, make a theory and say, hey, I think this might be this, and then we go and try and prove it. And sometimes it takes 100 years. I mean, some of the things that it's Einstein, right, who had these ideas, and then all of a sudden we're able to test them because now we have new technologies. We've been out farther. We have ways to detect things. I think it's great. So who knows? We'll find out. Hopefully, sometime later this year. The latest high-resolution imagery has revealed what seem to be glowing geometric formations across the surface. Maybe. Now, I don't think this one, the other one kind of had some sources of its information. And I don't know this person. I just randomly picked a whole bunch of different things. I love this. Ignore the clickbait about interstellar comet 3I Atlas and read this. And I'm going to do it because you'll see what happens. I kind of looked at it and I'm like, oh, I got to demonstrate this. Because what are we looking at? Clickbait. And Wired, okay, that's pretty respected magazine. It's a periodical, but I don't know how it's gone lately. Maybe it's good as it was,
Well,
or maybe it's better, or maybe it's less well.
In fact, the amount of water vapor coming off of it has been described as what would come out of a fire hose.
It's very strange.
Not necessarily.
Well,
it's just
for the
if
most
it's big enough.
comments
Yeah.
that we've been able to detect. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't thoroughly read this yet, but they do. Yeah, they are full of surprises as well as being only the third interstellar object ever detected. I think that's going to be the gist of it, that we don't know because we don't have a big enough sample set.
Mhm.
I think that's what it's going to all boil down to. Anything that's from outside of our solar system, we're just not going to know until we have more information.
Yeah.
So they've decided that it has too much of this and too much of that, and like the nickel iron ratio is way off. I think we got another.
Right. Yeah. And the hydroxyl, which is we don't usually see because ground-based telescopes can't see UV, which is what detects hydroxyl.
Right, because our atmosphere filters it out. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Dan clarifies dark forest. Some aliens would want to hide until they can eliminate any and all potential competition species.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glad you looked that up, Daniel. Thank you so much.
So my guess is that the dark fortress that Greg talks about is that they just they defense up around it would be my guess.
I don't know. We'll have to go look.
Yep.
So here, water is present in virtually every comet seen in the solar system, so much so that the chemical and physical reactions of water are usually to measure, catalog, and track these celestial objects and how they react to heat of the sun.
Mhm.
And that's the thing. It comes near the sun, and this material starts to, well, I guess ablate is really a good term for that. It just starts flowing away from it.
It essentially kind of boils off, but
Okay, yeah.
Greg recommends humans should defense up. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
The Heinlein stand on it. The Heinlein was very against SETI transmitting
Well.
because he didn't
Here we
want,
are.
yeah, he didn't want aliens finding us because he looked at, any native cultures that were impacted by, more technologically advanced culture and what happened to them. So yeah, he thought that we should
Kind of a bad idea.
shut the fuck up and sorry,
Yes, careful. It's not that kind of show.
yeah, sorry, we should be quiet and build weapons. Was Heinlein's take.
So let's see. Trying to use the same scale as regular comet. It's okay. It's a starting point.
Mhm.
I think that we're going to find something very interesting. It is interesting how that it's come close to Mars, and I guess a few others. When it passes the sun, when it comes back around the sun, that's pretty hard to do. Maybe.
Right. Well,
Coincidentally, maybe
it's crossing a number of orbits, but Mars, I think, is the only one that's actually close to it as the time of the crossing.
And something about how much of an angle it is at the same, almost the same as the plane of the eclipse, the solar system.
Right.
A couple of different things like that. So.
Yeah, it's very close to the plane of the ecliptic. So, it's because a lot of them would come in fairly steeply because not all solar systems are lined up in the same plane. Some of them are, here. Some of them are like this to us. Some of them are like this,
Yeah.
But this one, in fact, we might even be able to use that to figure out which galaxy or which solar system it came from.
Yeah,
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, when we detect water or even its faint ultraviolet echo, is that the oxyhydrogen?
Yeah.
From an interstellar comet, we're reading a note from another planetary system. So, they do look at this from a couple of different angles. But I don't know if it can be, I don't know if it's going to be an alien anything.
Yeah. Oh, and Greg, the
No,
whole,
that's not Greg.
or no, sorry,
That's Daniel.
Daniel. The whole, I could talk to Greg about this, but the whole thing of defending up, that's the big problem. They'll be uphill. It's much easier to throw a rock down a gravity well than to launch a rocket up. You know, the rock
Yes,
down
yes.
will move much faster than a rocket up, and the rocket up is much more fragile than the rock going down.
Mm.
You know, so yeah, I mean, it's almost pointless unless we build a lot of stuff in orbit around, and then if it's in orbit, all they have to do is stand off farther and hit it from farther away. I mean, that's, you know, if they have FTL, there's no fight. But that's
Yeah, we have a long way to go if we want to compete in any realm on a level playing field with anything that might be coming from elsewhere that has some intelligence behind it.
Yep.
But we'll see. This almost looks like that other one, but let's listen to this just a little bit because this is Astro Horizon again. NASA International Observatories have confirmed new trajectory shifts.
Yep.
Now, sometimes that comes from it breaking up, from the stuff that flows off of it. It can change the trajectory a little bit.
Yeah, the stuff coming off of it does provide thrust.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we have to hear here.
Third known interstellar visitor should finally be exposed. Earth goes blind. For 6 critical weeks, every telescope falls useless in the blinding glare of the sun. This isn't just an astronomer's nightmare. This exact blackout window would be the perfect cover for anything wanting to change course.
And I thought this was so strange. 6 weeks? Is it really going to be 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. It just seems unlikely. I mean, unless it's just so far out and so far back.
Yeah.
Because if it's coming around the sun, it's
it's Mars orbit.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's-
Mars orbit.
So it's, you know, the arc that it has to cover to get out from behind the sun is much, you know,
Okay.
is much more territory to cover.
All right. I didn't
It's-
quite get an explanation for that.
It's not whipping down right near the sun. It's just
Right.
basically getting to just inside Mars's orbit.
Okay. All right. So they're saying, well, you know, if it happened, this might be a good time for this kind of stuff to happen. There it is, December 3rd. So we've got a timeline here, October 17th. It must mean it's behind the sun already?
Right, yeah.
All right. So let's see. Blind spot. That's delta V is possible. In other words, a change in velocity. Perihelion, still hidden, re-emerging December 3rd. All right, let's go on.
Scene. But right before the countdown to 3I/Atlas changing its course began, shockwaves hit the scientific world. James Webb measured a carbon dioxide to water ratio 8 times higher than any comet ever seen.
Again, very unusual.
Right.
Very unusual. Notice they had this woman's image and her speaking, but we didn't actually hear from her speaking. I definitely prefer to get information straight from the source if I can. And unfortunately, they're not really doing that in any of these videos.
Right. Now, the nice thing here is that I have seen this CO2 to H2O confirmed from other sources. So at least they're giving us facts here.
Yeah. So that's unusual.
Well, their signals exotic alien origin. Yeah, basically a different solar system.
Mars flybys found persistent asymmetry, and KEK's nickel maps revealed chemistry that shouldn't exist. What aren't we seeing while the sky goes dark?
I'm pretty sure they're referring to that difference in because usually there's much more iron bases, against nickel than there is in this particular comet, from what we can tell. I see a new comet.
Oh, okay. Oh, AC. I really admire the patience of the aliens and the comet. They have waited so long in their trek over millions of years. They have traveled in order for us to having the privilege of being conquered. Yes.
Or maybe they're just kind of like doing the Queen's thing, coming by so we have time to study them.
Or, I mean, if you go with the crop circles, it's a bunch of alien teenagers pranking the locals. I mean, that's, but
that seems more legit than anything else I've heard.
But here's the thing that they're talking about: the fact that there's more nickel compared to iron than they expect, and saying that, well, that must be an alien spaceship. Okay, tell me an alloy that has more nickel than iron that's stronger than just iron. Tell me who would build something out of that. That's like stupid. So that to me means that it's not a designed thing, because, and if it is, great. So the stupidest aliens in the world, in the universe, are going
Yay.
to try to conquer us. I mean, that's
Good for us.
I mean,
Bad
that's
for them.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
strange. So here we got a bunch of unusual things, and of course it's from somewhere else. I kind of
Right.
expect that we would have some unusual things, but
Right. Yeah.
let's see what else they have to say.
And what will decide if this story ends in December with routine comet science or a fundamental rewrite of everything we know?
I don't think anything's been routine about this thing.
Right.
Solar glare is absolute. When 3 I/Atlas crosses behind the sun from Earth's perspective, every instrument.
Yeah, did you hear that? That was AI for sure.
Right. Yeah.
The pause in there in the wrong place. So this astral horizon may be an interesting place, but I don't know. We got another one.
Oh, I see. Okay, so should we begin to season ourselves to give them a better impression?
Everything's better marinated, AC.
Optical,
More likely a
infrared
robotic
radar
replicating
hits a wall
von
nearly a
Neumann
million-
probe
Oh,
of some
I didn't realize we had a second one. Yeah.
of some kind, non-biological. So you think it's out to Grey Goo us? Yeah, I don't think something like that would be giving off that much water vapor.
Hmm.
It wouldn't need to have that much water on it in that case. I mean, but there are a lot of strange things about it, but that's,
For sure.
yeah,
A little more?
sure,
miles thick.
if we must.
On October 21st, the geometry locks in. New moon, superior conjunction, and the object's closest approach to the sun just 8 days away. For 6 weeks, the sky is off limits. This isn't a technical glitch or a bureaucratic delay. It's physics. The sun's disk swallows the line of sight. Even the most sensitive telescopes, tuned to pick up faint signatures from the edge of the solar system, can't punch through that kind of radiance. Not
Well, but I've heard about things that can see through the sun-ish.
Well, they can see, by blocking out the sun, they can see very close to the sun. But that's in very specific wavelengths. So,
Okay.
and who knows, Helios might actually see something. But again, that'd be getting closer to the edge of the sun, not actually seeing through the sun.
Got it. AC has another comment.
Yeah. The X-15 was constructed from a special chrome nickel alloy known as Iconol. Iconol X, later designated Iconol 718, chosen for its ability to withstand the extreme of temperatures encountered. Okay. Oh, I just learned something. Thanks, AC.
Did not know that. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm just going to play a little bit more of this because it's very interesting, and there's clearly much more of it, if you can see on the bottom. Yeah, I mean, if you want to play this stuff, but I would take it with a grain of salt still. You know, a lot of the
Well-
stuff, these charts sounds very scientific and all that, but I don't know.
Well, here's the
Maybe.
thing. This one is showing good information, but it's making conclusions based on information that they don't have.
And not really like using the source material, I think.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. And
Like I say, I like to go to the source.
they're failing
Read
the
the originals.
they're failing the Occam's razor test too.
What's more likely, right?
What's the most likely
Yeah.
cause? Yes.
Grain of
Yes.
salt.
Tasty.
Yeah, salt is always good for us.
Yeah, man. I think you might have a problem here. My dad was a master machinist who made many difficult exotic parts out of Iconol alloys. Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
All
there we
right.
go. We're not seeing any chrome in there, just iron. But so that'd be an interesting. I'd be interested to see if there's a high nickel alloy that does anything that regular steel doesn't.
I just keep thinking of how we really need a much better base of operations and infrastructure and all that to just go out there and look at the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, that would solve a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Being able to go there and put
Yeah.
boots on the thing and pick up pieces and
Yep.
analyze them, bring it back, whatever.
Yep.
I mean, let's not wait for that. Let's build that. All right, a little bit more. Yeah, we got another one.
Where did he? I think I'm getting. I think there's some. I'm
Is he asking about Dad?
Yeah.
Where he tries to in his spaceship.
Yeah. Yes.
Tell us more, AC. Clarify, please.
Invisible light, not in radio, not even with the most advanced thermal images. The blackout is total. Numbers matter here. At conjunction, the separation between 3I/Atlas and the Sun, as seen from Earth, drops under 1 degree. That's less than 2 solar diameters. The object's own signal, already faint, gets drowned in the solar corona, a plasma sea hotter than 1,000,000 degrees. The glare zone stretches 965,000 miles. Any attempt to observe through it is like trying to spot a candle behind a floodlight from the far end of a football field.
So I like that, you know, they give us a real something we can really hang our hat on because we can understand those particular things. And okay, so between the bright sun, its big corona, and how far away it is, 6 weeks is the thing. Okay. Which I was like, what? 6 weeks? Really?
Yeah. Well, it's like that candle versus the floodlight thing of, you know, even close to the floodlight, you can't see the candle.
That's true.
Why we couldn't see Mercury or Mars with the sunset, because the sky was too bright.
It's just too bright. We got another comment.
Yeah. Just wait until 2029 when the Papa smashes into us. Yeah.
I'm sure that's happening. I don't think that's happening either.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. This is a little bit longer, and then I got a couple more things to show you.
Even radar, which can sometimes ping objects close to the sun, loses coherence in this soup of charged particles.
See, I thought radar, or no, X-rays. I thought X-rays was going to be the one that can really tell us some things, but radar, well, it's all spectrum. It's all, you know, infrared or radio spectrum.
Yeah.
And magnetic chaos. Mission planners know the calendar by heart.
See, mission planners, but they aren't letting us hear from the mission planners. I really gotta say, give us some more. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
AC, I was sent by an alien.
Well, thanks. All right, I think I'm going to move on there because you're kind of getting the impression that it's just more of this. They show all these beautiful pictures, they reference these wonderful people, but we don't get to hear from them.
Right, yeah.
And why not?
Yep.
Why can't we hear from them as to what they're saying that this AI thing is telling us they're saying?
X-rays from Superman's vision, come on. Yeah.
All right, I do have a bunch more. I mean, they've really gone crazy with these images. It's like it's begun to accelerate and slow down in irregular bursts as it passes Earth. Movements no comet or asteroid has ever shown before. Okay. Oh, Elon Musk reacted live on X. I didn't go check. Calling it, again, not a quote from him. Well, I guess there was a quote from him. The strangest thing I've ever seen. He could be reacting to anything.
Right. Well, and here's the thing, is that it does have differences from what we expect, which is
speeding up and slowing down. And why?
By very small fractions.
Okay.
And one of the possibilities is that it's actually bigger than we think, and that there are color variations. And as it rotates, it looks like, you know, the bright spot's going faster forward and then slower forward as it rotates.
Which sounds like a Doppler thing to me.
Yeah. And so it's, you know, that's an explanation for what they're seeing. And it's actually a simpler explanation than it's for some reason thrusting itself into, just various, like this for no apparent reason. I mean, what's it dodging? If it's a made object. Why would it be doing that instead of being as imitating a rock as much as possible?
Let's get us teenagers out for a
Yeah.
joyride.
Yeah.
What do we got?
After Arecibo was destroyed by the alien, we lost our radar ability
What?
to detect the mothership.
Oh dear God! It just keeps going. It just keeps going. And yes, I have no problem with someone who's out there. What's the word they use? So I mean, 116 days. What?
Well, yeah, Avi Loeb, basically his first reaction was it could be tech from space.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his first reaction.
Yeah.
Absolute, complete lack of data means that it's an object from, that it's tech.
Yeah, but challenging the norm is, I have no problem with that.
No,
But
but
the fact you're going to need to back it up at some point.
He's a one-note wonder on that. I mean, that if something happens, he's going to say something like that.
I see. Okay, I don't know him that well. So this was kind of interesting. China's Tianwen-1 has just observed 31 Atlas change color. It's self-activating. Okay. It was nothing more than a faint white dot in the darkness, harmless, silent, forgettable. But now it burns red, not a reflection, a pulse. And again, I think this is going to be... Oh, no, but this is it. This is all of it. But again, we had that camera that wasn't meant to do this work. So we're probably going to see all kinds of different things when different cameras look at it. Yeah, we got more.
Yeah, Jan says, keep the date open for Tuesday, February 17th, 2026.
Why?
And you see, okay, I can't take it anymore. I'm laughing too hard. Yeah.
So maybe, okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's alive in a way no rock should be. Maybe. Yeah, it's just, and I love this. Harvard astrophysicist is, okay. Why isn't he being as cautious as some of the other people?
Because he wants the headlines.
Yeah. It's real. It's close. It's coming. Although, you got to say, it's around Halloween, and I have no problem with them playing with this. Okay. Oh, and it's got its own whole page, which has been around for what, a month? And it's got 169,000 members. Maybe it's a little longer because you can read it in about. How long has it been here? Oh, I think it's here. History. This was started on August 16th, 2025. So this page was created. And look at a bunch of our friends. Oh, there it is. Avi Loeb is an admin. Holly is a moderator. Do we got more?
Yeah, just that date is.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't know when he said that.
He just calculated it. Yeah, he just calculated it.
I don't know when he said that though. It could have been like before the December.
Yeah.
Slide back around. So if you want to, you can go to 3i. I keep seeing 31. 3i Atlas. It's a public group, and you can join the 170,000 members already talking about this. And they seem pretty active too. They got numbers here too. They tell you how many activity. 279 new posts today. There you go. 9 weeks ago. And it's so funny because I misread that. But all right. What the fact? For decades, scientists have dreamed of detecting something that truly answers back. Now reports from CERN suggest that Goma maybe have a right. Wait, CERN?
Yes.
Isn't that a particle accelerator?
Yes.
During a deep space monitoring experiment, researchers picked up an energy fluctuation that appeared to respond to their own signal, and it came from none other than 3I Atlas, the mysterious interstellar object drifting between the stars. Okay.
Okay. I guess the name of this is What the Fact? Where's the fact? Where's the fact in here?
I think there's like some comments about that's not even what CERN is used for.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe. And then we hear from Anton. And I'm just gonna play a little bit of this too because I like the wonderful person part. So ready?
How wonderful person, this is Anton, and today, once again, we're going to be discussing the third confirmed interstellar comet, 3I Atlas, a real-life cosmic visitor from another star system, carrying all sorts of mysterious secrets with it. But, well, if you've seen the movie Don't Look Up, and honestly, I guess who hasn't at this point, you probably remember the central premise. There's a massive extinction level comet that's headed toward the planet, and absolutely nobody in the media or the public cares. That's why it was called Don't Look Up. Everyone is too busy looking at, well, everything except
Just don't look up. I remember seeing that.
for the massive rock that's about to end civilization. And when Comet 3i Atlas showed up, I thought that, well, here we go. We finally have an opportunity to, I guess, prove those Hollywood writers incorrect, because we're going to be super rational. We're going to look up and focus on actual verifiable science that's going to tell us a little bit more about the galaxy.
I love Anton. But the best part is, in the comments, he put some proofs.
Mm-hmm.
Some actual source information.
Yeah, he puts his sources.
Like this one.
That's what I like about Anton's stuff, is that you can watch the video and then read the papers that he based his video on. So.
Right. And I don't think I got every single one of them, but maybe I did. I mean, this is from a reputable organization, the European Space Agency, ESA.int. He says ExoMars and Mars Express observed Comet 3i Atlas. So that's, I think one of those is that one that was focused on Mars.
Well, yeah.
It doesn't have the right camera for something this dim and this far away.
Right.
And it's recent, July 10th.
Yep.
So yeah, I didn't get a chance to read every single bit of this, but I think there's some really good information in here. Mm-hmm. And we did watch the Anton video, which I'm going to go ahead and get that link for you, because you can get to the other papers as well from there. So that's a pretty good place to find all of this. Not the Facebook stuff. You can find that on your own, because it's very easy to do. What did I do? How did you suggested doing something? What was it? Put it in a search, and then just boom, 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 boom. You can pull them all off. You can see anything you want.
Yeah.
I think it does talk about this. It's the camera, color and stereo surface imaging system, CASIS, slightly fuzzy white dot moving downwards near the center of the image. They're referring to this thing here. Mm-hmm. So that's the image. Mm-hmm. And it was from this CASIS. Yeah.
Why did they show that artist picture for Umama, whatever, in the web page? That guy was so out of here a while ago. Yeah, that's just it. They don't even get their stuff straight. It's just they probably recycled some of the stuff that they said about the previous interstellar comet.
Here it is. ExoMars took this picture.
Yeah.
CASIS could not distinguish the nucleus from the coma because 3i Atlas, I did read this part, was too far away. Imaging this kilometer-wide nucleus would have been as impossible as seeing a mobile phone on the moon from the Earth. But the coma, measuring a few thousand kilometers across, is clearly visible. I think they're talking about this whole spread here.
Yep.
The whole thing. Because again, it is just so much farther away and so much dimmer than what that particular device was built to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they couldn't measure it because CASIS, because the brightness of the dust decreases quickly with distance from the nucleus. This means that the coma fades into the noise in the image.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's some really, really good stuff in here. This is one of them.
If you notice, it's all information, no conclusions. So, that's...
Well, I do talk about next month, we will observe the comet with our Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, or called JUICE. Whoops. I didn't even go there before, so cool. All right.
Yeah.
So you could play with this and learn more stuff, and there's frequently asked questions.
Yeah, Dan says, so much L slop and clickbait nowadays. Sorry.
AI slop.
AI slop, sorry.
Yeah. All right. So again, I didn't read every single bit of this, but I did read some of it. I think that it's an interesting study in what's possible. So there's some really good stuff in here too about this JUICE.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even look at that. That'd be That'd be fun to look at. And he also gives, this is from Anton's page, video again, prospects for the crossing of Comet 3I Atlas ion tail. During October-November 25th, 2025, interstellar Comet 3I Atlas will pass upstream of the Europa Clipper and Hera spacecraft. So some other spacecraft will get in on the act, and at some point they'll be able to cross-reference all this data, but we don't quite have it yet. Here we identified 2 potential opportunities for in situ observations of 3I's ion tail by immersion, facilitated by the close alignment between the comet's hyperbolic trajectory with the ecliptic plane. So good stuff here. I'm pretty sure you're going to have ways to find more. It's a reference. A lot of these have sources at the end.
Yeah, they probably do.
You know, when they reference figure 1, it's always good, right? But, and here's the thing,
when they have
too.
a whole paragraph about figure 1.
Here's the thing, too. You can write up a lot of stuff, but can it be peer reviewed? Can it be, like, if it's an experiment, can it be duplicated? That's really what here references are. That's what science is really about. Can somebody else in some other part of the world do it again?
Yep. So there were a bunch of references on that one.
Yeah.
And another one.
Spatial profiles of 3I Atlas CN, and I think this is going to be, what's CN? I don't know what's CN, but this one's not nickel or something.
Yeah.
Outgassing from Keck/KCWI, integral field spectroscopy.
My guess would be the CN is carbon nitrogen.
Okay. I think we had a comment.
Okay. Yeah. Dan says, I think we heard that DART mission spacecraft could also be possibly made to rendezvous with the Atlas trajectory.
I hadn't heard that.
Daniel,
I thought DART went into the...
Yeah, but basically...
it augured in, didn't it?
Yeah, we could launch something in. It might be able to get close as Atlas whizzes by, but it would never be able to orbit Atlas or even match velocity with Atlas, because Atlas is moving really fast. It's faster than any comet, any solar system comet. That's one of the reasons why they knew it was from outside, is because it's moving too fast.
And that was in Anton's video, right?
Yeah. And basically any comet of Earth direction that somehow got accelerated that fast would be ejected.
Was that Anton's or the other one?
That was Anton.
This one over here. This one.
The other one might have mentioned it too, but I know I saw it on Anton. So it's going really fast. I mean, we might get closer to it with that, but only if it's on the right part of the solar system to begin with, because it's just moving so fast that I don't know.
It's had a long time to build up speed. I mean, think about it. If it's from some other place in the galaxy,
it wouldn't be building up speed. It'd just be cruising.
Okay.
As it gets close to the sun, it would speed up slightly because of
gravity.
The sun's gravity.
Now, one of the things I really like to do with papers like this is read the abstract and read the introduction. I think that gives you kind of the most broad spectrum information that you can get out of any paper, and then it goes into all kinds of details. That's just what it does. Then you get into
math.
Yeah, math and very technical stuff on occasion. But the abstract, I think, is going to be a really good place. And of course, you can read more. The introduction is a really good place too. And you can go as deep as you would like into this particular rabbit hole. Yeah, there they have the NI and CN again.
Yeah.
Some good pictures. Yep. If I had all the time in the world to read the technical manuals.
Yeah.
Like Scotty. Oh, thank you, Captain. I'll go read my technical manuals. His punishment was, yay.
Yeah.
All right, that's from a Star Trek reference. All right, we got another comment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That's what I thought.
Star was smashed into an asteroid. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much for checking. So all right. So this is another of the references from Anton's video, detection of HCN emission from 3I Atlas, and just he definitely does this for pretty much any of his videos, he will reference papers, and he has a really good way of giving you the information about them that's not so technical that you can hang on to it. You can come along for the ride, and then if you want more, you've got choices. You can come and see it from the papers that he read.
And he will possibly draw some conclusions, but he'll say things like, and it could be this, but I don't think so.
Yeah, again, abstract introduction, great stuff. And I'm just going to throw in this one last thing because we watched this. Excuse me, Jeff watched this, and I kept falling asleep. I just was really, really tired. But I thought that they did an interesting job of kind of going a little off the deep end, but kind of reining it back in too. What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah.
And here's the video. Like I say, we got that far into it, and I didn't really see much of it, but Jeff did.
Here's my impression of it. Mostly because this group is the Mutual UFO Network. I think that they really, really want this to be a spacecraft. Yeah. But they're reining it in. They're actually being pretty good about reining it in and keeping their shirts on about it. Of basically, it's got some strange stuff, but none of that means spacecraft. The only thing they're saying that, oh, hang on.
Yeah,
he says HCN is found in almost every comet observed, like Halley's Comet, etc. Yeah.
And I didn't catch what HCN is. Did you?
Hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen.
Okay.
That's I believe that's what it is, but I'm not. My memory of it isn't great enough that I could say that that's definitely what it is. But that's what I believe it is. But
I'll check the paper real quick.
Yeah, hang on.
Nope, okay.
It's not. But cyanide. Oh yes, cyanide is found in a lot of the rocks out there. So it's not a alien poison pill. It's but these guys really, really, I think, want it to be a spacecraft. But they said there's absolutely nothing that we've seen that makes it a spacecraft. The only thing that could, and it's going to be a binary test, is that physics tells us exactly where and when it'll appear on the other side of the sun.
Yeah.
And if it's in that spot, it's a rock. If it's not in that spot, it's not a rock.
And that's what the 6 weeks deal is about. When it's behind the sun, if it does something hinky,
yeah, we won't know. But
when it comes out, we will, though.
Right. Yeah. So, they said it's very binary, and so we won't know until that point. So so all these guys can fantasize until 6 weeks from now, and then if it turns out to be a rock, they just all go quiet and forget. And hope that everyone forgot they talked about this.
But really, either direction, I think it's going to be fascinating because
right.
If it does turn out to be something from another intelligence, I don't know. Okay, sure, interesting. And if it's not, it's certainly very unusual. It's a very, very unusual rock.
Right. It shows us that things are different in other places or other processes were used. And so it's really interesting. And Anton goes into that a lot about what that could teach us.
Again, we only have 3 data points, though, from objects that are out from outside of the solar system.
Yeah. If it outgasses during perihelion, its trajectory mileage may vary. Yep.
Well, or it could break up.
Yep.
Those were a couple of things that they thought. So I have 2 thoughts after all that, and I think I mentioned it earlier that you want to triangulate your sources of information. And I kind of did this on purpose with all those Facebook pages, and then even one alternate idea can give you, it's like, wait a minute, somebody else has proven to me that, okay, I'll give you, if you see 2 piles of white stuff on your table, you can say, well, I think this is salt and I think this is sugar, but you're not going to know until you taste it. So you want to have different sources of inputs, information. And so you can triangulate that and understand exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
And if you have all these that say one thing, and then this other thing comes along, it's like, nope, you tasted it and you found out that yes, it is salt or yes, it is sugar, then it doesn't matter what you thought before. It changes it completely because that's what it is now. You have discovered that it is, in fact, what you've tasted. We got another comment.
Or when you wake up in the hospital bed, you find out that it wasn't salt or sugar.
Cyanide. What?
Yeah, Mark D'Antonio is a very credible astronomer.
Okay, I hadn't heard that name before. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and that's why, with that UFO thing, now, is
that the MUFON guys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They really, and here's the thing. I could tell that he really wanted this to be an alien device, but the evidence is not there. So he's not making the conclusion. Unlike Avi Loeb, he's not making the conclusion without the evidence.
But it gets you airtime. All right, so the other thing I had in mind was stuff like comets in days gone by were like harbingers of something, and I think, well, we've gotten past that, but maybe we haven't, because look at all the different ways that people were thinking about this strange object. It's doing this, it's doing colors and changing direction. It's like whatever, speeds, right? It was speeds and what?
Yeah, the taste test. It was referring to my comment about your taste test.
Okay. But is it a white crystalline thing on the table? I don't know. Cyanide. You can smell cyanide. It smells like almonds.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So that's it from me. Go ahead with this part.
Okay. Excuse me, folks. Some stellar events this week, October 24th through October 31st. October 24th, Antares is, that's tonight. Antares is 0.5 degrees north of the moon. October 26th, the moon runs low. October 29th is the first quarter moon, and Pluto and the moon are in conjunction. Good luck seeing that. Also, Mercury is at its greatest eastern elongation. Look for this inferior planet 24 degrees above the horizon at sunset in the west.
That's going to be the 29th, a couple days from now.
Yep. Yeah, we tried to see it, but just because of stuff on our horizon isn't.
And it was
flat.
too light.
Yeah,
it was too
and
light.
it was too light. Yeah, the sun didn't go down long enough for us to actually see it up high enough.
We can go out on the 29th and look
Yep.
for it. That's a good time to look for Mercury.
Yep. October 31st, All Hallows Eve, aka Halloween. Dan. Cyanide is a chemical molecule made of carbon atom triple bonded to nitrogen atoms. Yep.
Mm. But is it a white powder on your table? Is it a white crystal? Oh, thank you, Janie.
Oh, hey, Janie. Yep.
I think you're on this one when you get back to it.
Oh, yeah. October 31st is also. Oh no, we did that. Then
okay.
Also our Friday night show. It's Halloween, so we'll be here. But since it's a holiday, we'll do more of a hang than a show like most weeks. And if any of the kids are still roaming around at 9 o'clock, we might have to take a break to hand out some candy.
Don't really anticipate that.
Yeah.
They kind of finish up around 9.
Yeah, usually don't see anything after 8:30.
And lately we haven't seen any kids at all. But
yeah, but a bunch of them moved into the neighborhood, so
we'll see.
Find us Fridays at 9 p.m. Pacific time on the Everyday Spacer Facebook page and the Everyday Spacer YouTube channel.
What inspires you the most for the coming week? If you or someone you know has done something interesting involving space exploration, science, or astronomy, we'd love to share our live. Join us again next Friday, October 31st, because it's an actual holiday. We probably won't prepare anything in particular, and it may be somewhat short, but we will be live, and we may have some tricks or treats. Stop by and see.
Yeah, and if something comes up, we'll probably talk about it. Definitely, if there's any cyber stuff that comes up, I will definitely talk about it. But yeah, it's going to be more of a hang. And Janie says, I'll be partying at a Louisiana swamp monster party. Neat.
I don't know what that is. AC's got one too. Did you see it?
Oh yeah, he
Thumbs up.
gave us a thumbs up. Yep.
Cool. All right. So thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. It's always a better show when you join us. Look at all those different references.
Mhm.
Yes, be careful.
Yep. And did you have a show on the amateur group in Europe that bounced a radar signal off of Venus this year? We have not. Looks like a good show idea. So
I love that. I'm gonna do this. Save, download. Thank you for that idea. We always appreciate your input because we know that's what you want to learn about.
right.
So,
and some of our biggest attended episodes have been from ideas
Audience
from our
suggested,
audiences. Yeah. Because I really did not think that the alien one would. I thought that was just going to flop completely. It was one of our best shows.
yeah,
So,
most well
there you go.
attended. Oh, DX. What's that mean? Okay, I see.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah, I missed that one. I was doing something else. All right, so Dan was here, and AC, and Janie. I know Dawn was here, right?
Yep. And
I know we had some more.
yeah. And we had
Early.
Where did they go? Naomi was here.
Naomi was here.
And
Sally was here.
Sally, there you go.
There's Dawn. Thank you so much for being here with folks. We really, really appreciate that all the time. Oh, is this a new person? I don't recognize that. Oh, sorry. It's my eyes. Yeah, it's my eyes. Okay.
There's a group in Colorado that will try in the next inferior conjunction of Venus in 2026. Okay.
Right on.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, anything else from you?
Nope.
We will continue to watch for your comments as well.
Yep.
Other than that, have a great week, folks.
Yep.
We'll see you next week. It's Halloween.
Yep.
Good night.
Spooky.